Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Skyrim. We are going along over here and try to get to Weston. Why? Because I want to go there. Who after me? Oh, a bear. Hi, bear. Wait, what? Oh, here. A turbo cave. I have no idea. Leave me alone, bear. Well, there's your bear. Hey, Lydia. Ooh, what's up here? Hey, a dragon.
Some are saying the Sijic monks have been slain. They are an ancient order. I had to forget dead.
Can I help you?
Hi,
Who in the name of Azura are you?
I'm Dragon Boy.
A few days ago, some thieves from Riften broke in here and stole it. Can you imagine? Took the only thing of value we had.
That's
If
sad.
you have the guts to head into the Ratway and get my bow back, I'll pay you what I can. Thanks. It'll be nice to have it back. Means a lot to me.
No.
Are you kidding me? We're all alone out here except for a few guards who couldn't give a damn about us.
True.
We make easy pickings for thieves looking to steal everything we worked so hard for. Not only did they take my bow, but they took all of our coin as well. Nothing's sacred to these people.
How do you know the thief?
I bumped into them when I was coming back to my farm after buying supplies. I know those lowlifes took it with them back to the Ratway. They left an unmistakable stench behind. It was a family heirloom. I can't even put a price on how much that thing means to me.
Oh, sorry.
The Ratway is somewhere under Riften.
Hey,
Shouldn't be
welcome
too tough
back,
to find.
player. Truth is, I'm happy to be in Riften. One, because it's my one of favorite places.
Hold there. Before I let you into Riften, you need to pay the visitor's tax.
Oh, really? Tax?
For the privilege of entering the city. What does it matter?
That bullshit. This is population.
All right, keep your voice down. You want everyone to hear you? I'll let you in. Just let me unlock the gate.
Okay. You see that, Leia? Sometimes you just have to be firm
Gate's unlocked.
and
Head inside when you're ready.
nice. Come on.
Welcome to Riften.
I had another run-in with the Thieves' Guild.
Be careful, Mule. The Thieves Guild has Maven Blackbriar at her back. One snap of her fingers and you could end up in Riften jail.
True.
Or worse.
They represent the reason I'm here. I can't just ignore them, Eren.
I've never seen Mule this upset about anything. The city really gets to her.
You're a stranger here too, huh? I've been adventuring across Tamriel since I was a fresh-faced young woman barely able to swing a blade. My travels have taken me from High Rock to Valenwood, elsewhere to Morrowind, and all
Nice.
points in between. Many years ago, I lost my blade, Grimsever, within a Dwemer ruin. I took it as a sign that I was wasting my days in search of wealth. You and I are alike. We seek challenge and great fortune. But for me, that's where the similarities end. You see, Riften is my great beast to be slain, and my fortune comes from gratitude and trust. Maven Blackbriar, the matriarch of the family, represents everything that's wrong with this city. She's bribed countless officials, has friends back in the Imperial City, and
True.
freely associates with the Thieves' Guild. I've tried everything I can to protect Riften's citizens from her family, but to no avail. Well, there is Ingun Blackbriar, Maven's daughter. Strange girl. She likes to spend time down in Elgrim's elixirs working on her alchemy. Then you have Hemming, Maven's son. Spoiled brat and heir to her empire. He follows her word like a loyal dog follows its master. And finally, Sibi, the worst of all of them. He's in Riften jail for murder. To call it a guild is ridiculous. How can people who would betray one another over a gold coin be considered part of an association? They're the worst kind. Even the Dark Brotherhood abides by a strict set of rules and tradition. These thieves are just rabble. What do you think?
charger.
That's a shame. Too many people in Riften share your view, and look where it's getting them. It's going to take more than just myself and Eren to help this city. It has to want to help itself first. It's been difficult. I've taken the burdens of this city's problems upon myself, and I keep running into impossible obstacles. Corruption, lies, and deceit are the order of the day here. If it wasn't for Eren, the young man who saved my life, I think I'd already have given up long ago. It was Eren who found me dying outside of a Dwemer ruin. If he hadn't brought me here and nursed me back to health, I would have died. When my strength returned and he told me about the problems plaguing Riften, I decided fate brought me here for a reason. So I stayed.
Okay then.
Safe travels.
I don't know you. You and Riften looking for trouble?
What's up for you?
Don't say something you'll regret. Last thing the Blackbriars need is some loudmouth trying to meddle in their affairs.
Okay then.
The Blackbriars have Riften in their pocket, and the Thieves Guild watching their back. So keep your nose out of their business. Me? I'm Maul. I watch the streets for them.
Nice.
If you need dirt on anything, I'm your guy. But it'll cost you.
Good, eh?
Then we're speaking the same language. Good. So what do you want to know?
Tell me, bro.
Well, you got Maven. She pretty much runs the whole operation. She's got friends in high places, if you know what I mean.
I bet
She's also
she
got ties to the Dark Brotherhood and the Thieves Guild. So basically, no one can touch her. Just remember, if she tells you to do something, you damn well better do exactly what she says.
Okay then.
You kidding? My brother Dirge works in their hideout. I used to run with them myself, but took a job with Maven after they started hitting a rough patch. If you want to get in on that action, find Brynjolf in the marketplace. I'm sure he could use someone like you.
Okay then.
Do I look like a merchant to you? You're gonna have to take that up with Vex in the Thieves Guild. Get in good with them and you'll find her. Be seeing you around.
I'm really getting tired of your excuses. When you borrowed the money, you said you'd pay it back on time and for double the usual fee.
I know I did. But how was I to know the shipment would get robbed?
Next time, keep your plans quieter, and nothing would have happened to it.
What? Are you telling me you robbed it? Why? Why are you doing this to me?
Look, Shadra, last warning. Pay up or else. All I care about is the gold. Everything else is your problem.
Huh? What do you want?
What's
I owe a great deal of money to someone, and I think they cheated me. I don't know what to do. I was able to work out a deal with the stables in Whiterun to sell me some of their tack and harnesses. I borrowed some gold from Sapphire to pay for the shipment, but it got robbed before it even arrived. Now Sapphire wants her money back, and if I don't pay her, I think she's going to kill me.
I don't think so.
You will? Oh, thank you. Yes. Hofgrir took me in when I arrived in Riften about a year ago. He's been teaching me everything he knows. Horses are my whole life. Back in Hammerfell, I helped my family raise horses at our farm. I hope to open my own stables one day, but I think it's going to take a lot longer than I expected.
Yes.
Be careful with Sapphire. She races with horses.
People of Riften.
Any luck with Sapphire?
Yeah? What's your problem? I knew that stupid kid would try and find a way to weasel out of his debt. Look, this is really simple. I lent him some gold, he promised to pay me back, and now he says he's broke. End of story.
I don't know what this is.
All right, all right. I guess I made enough from his shipment. No need to waste any more time threatening a stable hand. Tell Shadra he doesn't owe me anything. I hope we bump into each other again.
Enough, Marama. We've all heard of the dragons and their return. There's no need to use them as an excuse.
Oh, sorry.
Any luck with Sapphire? By the 8. You actually talked her into it?
Yes.
I don't know what to say. I didn't think anyone in Riften even cared what happened to me.
Oh,
I was saving this, but I wanted you to have it. I thought I might need it if Sapphire came for me, but I don't need it anymore.
no. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Mwah.
The fairest prices and the highest quality in Skyrim.
Never done an honest day's work in your life for all that coin you carry. Hey, lass.
Yeah.
Never done an honest day's work in your life for all that coin you carry. I'm saying you've got the coin, but you didn't earn a septim of it honestly. I can tell.
How is you?
It's all about sizing up your mark, lass. The way they walk, what they're wearing. It's a dead giveaway. Oh, but that's where you're wrong, lass. Wealth is my business. Maybe you'd like a taste.
Well, yeah,
I've got a bit of an errand to perform, but I need an extra pair of hands. And in my line of work, extra hands are well paid. Simple. I'm going to cause a distraction. You're going to steal Medesi's silver ring from a strongbox under his stand. Once you have it, I want you to place it in Branche's pocket without him noticing. There's someone that wants to see him put out of business permanently. That's all you need to know. Now, you tell me when you're ready, and we'll get started. Good. Wait until I start the distraction, then show me what you're made of.
Okay.
Everyone, gather round here. I have something amazing to show you that demands your attention. No pushing, no shoving. Plenty of room.
Vegetables as crisp as this morning.
Come on, Brynjolf. Is it this time?
Come on.
Okay. It's Branche. This is a rare opportunity. I wouldn't want you to get left out.
That's what you said about the wisp essence, and it turned... out to be crushed nerves
My
mixed
time
with
is up.
water.
Come back tomorrow.
Yes? Huh?
What a waste of time.
Damn.
I'm right behind
I
you.
knew I shouldn't have waited. Can I interest you in some fine goods from Morrowind? I may be Dark Elf by birth, but I was raised Argonian. For reasons
Give me
I'm
a
still
minute.
trying to discover, I ended up orphaned, then taken in by a kindly Argonian family in Black Marsh.
Nice.
I hope one day to find out what happened to me, how I ended up like that. Just
Thank you.
one. I know when I was found by my Argonian father, I was wrapped in a blanket bearing the symbol of House Telvanni. It was one of the great houses in Morrowind long ago. Whether that means I was one of them or not, I'm uncertain. If you come across anything in your travels that might provide me with the answers I'm looking for, I'd be grateful.
Okay.
Thank you. I learned that a matron who had served for House Telvanni had escaped Morrowind during the Accession War. Records showed her buying passage aboard a sailing vessel named the Pride of Telvos.
Nice.
That's where the trail ran cold. I spent years looking for what became of the ship, but I ended up empty-handed. Anything
Looks like
you
I
can find
chose the
in
right
Grey's
person
House.
for the job.
Good luck.
Yeah.
And here you go. Your payment. Just as I promised. The way things have been going around here, it's a relief that our plan went off without a hitch.
Wait, wait,
Ah,
wait.
my organization's been having a run of bad luck. But I suppose that's just how it goes. But never mind that. You did the job, and you did it well. Best of all, there's more where that came from. If you think you can handle it.
Oh, yeah.
All right then. Let's put that to the test. The group I represent has its home in the Ratway beneath Riften, a tavern called the Ragged Flagon. Get there in one piece, and we'll see if you've really got what it takes.
Okay.
My husband Bercy will be the death of me. He spends too much time worried about living, not enough.
Come to see Balamant? What brings you to Balamant today? Repair? Purchase? Smithing's been in my blood for generations. I owe my success to my forefathers and their recipe for flame. The secret is my forge. It consumes fire salts, a strange mineral that burns as hot as red mountain lava.
A person.
Well, it was. Sadly, this forge is dying, and I've used the last of my fire salts. If I can't feed it soon, it may grow cold. You will? Thank you. 10 pinches of fire salt should give me all I need to bring this forge back to life. Remember, nothing but genuine fire salts will do. The forge knows
I
the
presume you're bothering me for a good reason.
I'm not going to say that.
Jewelry, legendary Argonian craftsmanship.
I know is well is. Oh, that might be it.
Those who shirk their duties will get an extra beating. Do I make myself clear?
Yes.
And one more thing. I will hear no more talk of adoptions. None of you riffraff is getting adopted, ever. Nobody needs you. Nobody wants you.
Oh.
That, my darlings, is why you're here. Why you will always be here. Until the day you come of age and get thrown into that wide, horrible world. Now, what do you all say?
We love you, Grilla. Thank you for your kindness.
That's better. Now scurry off, my little gutter snipes.
I'm really afraid of Grilla. You gotta get me out of here. Ever since Aventus left,
So
Grilla's
mad.
been even
I
meaner
got
to
double
me.
greetings that day. I swear.
What do you want? You have no business being in here. What are you staring at, you worthless piece of gutter trash? I simply must start locking the doors again. Think you can intimidate me? In my own orphanage? Ha! Not bloody likely.
It's Grillin. Someone has killed Grillin. Mercy!
Okay. Let's go in here.
Fancy yourself an alchemist, huh? Never could get the hang of that.
Okay.
Have our scouts come up with any information on these reports of dragons?
Yes, my lady. That unpleasantness at Helgen supposedly involved a dragon. It killed several soldiers before it departed.
As Jarl Lela's house... Stop! Thief!
Sorry.
I've also...
You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense?
It was an accident. I'm going to... Like these guys, like...
Have our scouts come up with any information on these reports of dragons?
As Jarl Lela's housecarl, I would ask that you maintain respectable distance from her at all times.
It killed several soldiers before it departed.
I want you to speak to the city guard.
Did we have an appointment? No. It was a delivery? I can't remember. I've also taken the liberty of preparing a
Oh, God, I got a hiccup.
Good. If Riften should fall, it's only right that its leader be spared.
should I do that now?
Good morning. Someone actually interested in what I'm doing. Amazing. Well, allow me to explain. My experimentation involves a magical construct and a reagent that will allow the construct to maintain a field of permanent harmonic energy.
Okay.
Aha! So, you're a student of theoretical applied harmonics. Putting aside Ralston's constant of universal inversion for a moment, how would you approach the problem? Draw the harmonic energy into the reagent, or allow it to generate its own field?
How about using
calipers? That's utterly ridiculous. Maybe long ago you could just find calipers in every household across Tamriel, but not anymore. Hold on. You've given me a brilliant idea. Just as calipers hold materials in place, a soul siphon can hold magic fields in place.
Yes.
Genius! And I'm sure you've completely worked out how to counteract complete dimensional collapse, right?
Easy.
Of course! 9 is the most basic of magical principles. Oh, how stupid of me. That completely takes care of all your basic problems: magicka burn, dimensional collapse, and thermic drift. You've done it! Now, if I can only remember what we were originally talking about.
Oh.
Yes, I could use some help with that. An assistant, perhaps? No. Maybe a familiar. No, too messy. Well, at any rate, organization is not my strong suit.
No.
Not at all. I need as much help as I can get. In fact, if you could retrieve a few things for me, I could start on my next set of experiments.
Okay.
As you can imagine, I tend to forget things often. Leave things around. I really must learn to put these things away. What I need is my Dwemer stirring spoon, my orichalcum ingot, and my grand soul gem.
Ooh.
In fact, I could use them immediately. Bring those items back to me, and I'll be happy to experiment on you. No, that isn't right. I'd be happy to reward you. Excellent. I can't wait. Well, why are you still standing here? Oh, right. You need to know where they are.
Yeah.
That would help. Let's see. Last time I used the Dwemer's spoon was at my dear friend Bodhi's house in Iverstead. Fellstar Farm, I believe it's called. The orichalcum ingot should still be at Winterhold at the Frozen Hearth Inn. I don't know why I didn't just take it with me. And last is the soul gem. I left that one in Windhelm at the White Phial Alchemy Shop. It was a good trade, too. Oh well. I have to remember. Ward first, then summon.
Everyone knows the Thieves Guild uses the old sewer system beneath Riften as their hideout. I'd go down there myself, but that would leave Jarl Layla unprotected.
Okay, then.
Liars and bastards. Every one of them. I'd have their heads on a pike if it wasn't for the war effort. All I need is a dozen men, and we could march into the Ratway and burn them out like rodents. Stormcloaks won't have it, though. Too busy keeping the Imperial forces at bay. Indeed. There have been multiple attempts on the Jarl's life. We're not certain if it's the Dark Brotherhood or simply Imperial sympathizers.
Probably both.
We've also had run-ins with spies attempting to probe our security for weaknesses. I work with the city guard to make certain they fail. At the end of the day, I'm the last line of defense for the Jarl. I will not allow her to fall.
Okay.
Ulfric's a bloody hero. I don't think there's a worthy Nord alive who dare argue the point. He's taking the Empire to task and making them answer for their crimes. I don't think I'll be content until Ulfric sits upon the throne of Skyrim with the ashes of the Concordat at his feet.
Okay, then.
I'm keeping my eye on you.
Oh, my eye? Really?
Welcome to Mistvale Keep. As Riften's steward, I'm afraid I'd hardly call them a guild. More like unorganized rabble. In fact, I wouldn't say they were a threat at all. No, our resources should be spent on preparations for invasion. As steward, I serve as an intermediary between the Jarl and her subjects. I also handle the less important and day-to-day policies that affect daily life in Riften. Lately, I've had my hands full suppressing these ridiculous accusations of corruption in the keep. There are those that believe the Jarl does nothing for this city, that it's corrupt and run by the Blackbriar family. I can assure you that this is entirely false. We are fully in control of everything.
Yep.
You're welcome in Riften, as long as you continue to obey our laws.
Welcome to Riften, traveler. I hope
Oh, come to gloat, have we? Because I did something not a soul in this blood-stained house of war has the backbone to do. Dared to speak my mind. I dared speak of the Empire and the lies that have been spread by Ulfric, the leader of the Stormcloaks. Now my mother's stripped me of my heritage and incarcerated me here like a common criminal, and my brother has all but disowned me. Be wary what you say around here, friend. You'll find not all take kindly to insurrection.
True.
Ulfric only cares about one thing. Ulfric. He's ordained himself the future High King of Skyrim, and steps on anyone that gets in his way. He's begun a rebellion against those that wish to eradicate the worship of Talos, and uses it as his rallying cry. His cause may be true, but the man is a lie. All he holds in his heart is lust for the throne. I can feel you laughing behind my back.
What can I speak? We're all eager to see them brought to justice. Maven Blackbriar has assured me that they're being dealt with appropriately. As one of our city's most influential citizens, she's taken it upon herself to oversee their incarceration. Sadly, they're proving elusive, but I have confidence that Maven won't give up until this city has been rid of them all. While I feel Ulfric's cause is just, my concern is for the people of the Rift. How can they continue to lead their already meager lives with dark clouds looming overhead? My heart goes out to them. If only our coffers were deeper, I could protect them as they were my own family.
No.
With the Stormcloaks at his back, Ulfric's poised to rid Skyrim of the Empire's forces and invalidate our involvement with the White Gold Concordat. Many have died taking up arms for this cause. I fear that the land will be stained with blood for years to come. Surely you're aware of the Great War between the Imperials and the Elves who called themselves the Aldmeri Dominion? When the smoke cleared, the White Gold Concordat was signed. It was supposedly a treaty aimed at establishing peace within the Empire. One of the terms of a treaty was the outlawing of worship to Talos. To the Stormcloaks, this was viewed as the moment when the Empire became unworthy of the allegiance of any true Nord.
I'll talk to you later.
Good journey to you.
Welcome to Mistvale Keep. I'm Jarl Layla's steward.
Oh, she went up here. Just grabbing some money.
The Thieves Guild used to run this city. Now they're nothing but dragons and bullies, rotting to death down in their hole.
I just wanna see what's in here. Unlocking everything.
If you know any true sons and daughters of... Next Imperial I see is dead.
Just getting some gold.
What business do college mages have in a place like Sarthal anyway? It's a place for Nord dead, not your weird experiment.
Wow, I'm getting a lot of... Ooh.
What is it? Dragons?
Maybe. I do.
Out of my way, the son of... Every day, the threat of exile from Riften draws closer for myself and my family. Who knows how many spies the Empire has sent into our midst already? We're at war. This isn't the time for hospitality.
I don't think so.
Thank goodness Mother is keeping a level head about everything. If my brother Saerlund had his way, we'd be flying Imperial colors by now.
Okay.
Can you believe that fool had the audacity to speak of his love for the Empire in the plaza? He expects us to drop our defenses and greet them with open arms, to dialogue with them rather than defend our homeland by spilling their blood. He's a traitor, plain and simple. Had I been sitting on the throne, he'd be hanging from the gallows for his sympathies toward the Empire. If you must know, I was practicing in the yard when the guard I was sparring with fainted when I specifically told him to duck. My blade bit right into the stonework next to the keep and needed serious repairs. Thankfully, our smith Balamond works wonders. In fact, if you'd fetch my blade from him, I'd be most appreciative.
Ah, sure.
Thank you. Do hurry, please.
Better have a good tip.
What brings you to Balamond today? Repair? Purchase? People say I'm making gold off of other people's misery. But what else would I do? Smithing is all I know. Next time one of my shields deflects a killing blow, they'll change their tune. Lazy good for nothing, isn't he? Sent you down here when I'm a stone's throw from the keep.
Yep.
Here's the sword. Tell Harald to stop slaying walls, and perhaps his blade will stay in better condition. Remember, nothing but genuine fire salts will do. The forge.
Hey, here you go, dude.
Took your sweet time getting it to me. Here you go, for your trouble. Now, if you'll excuse me.
I'm not bad items, but come on, dude. You can do a little bit better than that. Like a tiny bit better. Good, I can run.
Greetings, honored friend. Not well, I'm afraid. That Brynjolf, he keeps draining the people's pockets with his ridiculous miracle cures. A few months ago, it was Troll Fat Salve, and now he's got something new. Not that there's anything that can be done about it. He's in good with the Thieves Guild.
I bet.
I do. Sadly, I'm one of the few traditional Saxhleel jewelers that remains in Tamriel. It's becoming a lost art. Only trouble is gathering materials has become hazardous.
Yep.
The roads to the mines and to the other cities are thick with bandits, and worse. Would you be interested in gathering some materials for me?
Sure.
I'd certainly be happy to compensate you. Thank you, Landstrider. I'm seeking a small list of items to complete my next creation. 2 flawless sapphires, a mammoth tusk, and a chunk of gold ore.
Oh, I have your face.
Good. These will make wonderful settings for my rings. Safe travels, Landstrider.
I'm good. Thank you.
You gonna buy something? Or just
Yeah.
here for training? Otherwise, move on. Look, I've moved all over Skyrim selling these bits of junk, and I'm barely scraping by. I'm not out to win friends, and I could care less if you're happy about your purchase or not. I just need the coin. The sooner I get out of Skyrim, the better.
Okay.
Are you serious? The war is tearing the land apart. The dragons have returned seeking who knows what. Skyrim is going nowhere, fast. If I were you, I'd pack up and get out of here before you end up in one of those burial cairns.
What is it with?
There are ruined sewer tunnels beneath the city. The only way I know how to get in there is through a door off of the canal. If I were you, I'd keep my feet dry and stay up here. They'd stop at nothing to take your last bit of food if that's all you had. The Ratway's too good a place for that scum. Come back when you're ready to spend more gold.
Okay.
I presume
I'm beginning
you're
to think
bothering
leaving
me.
Mournholm was a mistake.
My food is the best. It's Riften's name for the sewers beneath our feet. Absolutely disgusting. If you fancy keeping your purse filled with gold and your head on your shoulders, I'd stay out of those awful tunnels. They live below the streets in the Ratway like dirty animals. And trust me, they're no better than the vermin that slink out of there for scraps. They make it difficult for decent people to earn a living. Of course, not many decent people live here in the first place. I picked up a trick from a butcher in Elenir, a small town over the border in Hammerfell.
No.
He showed me a way to grind up ice wraith teeth and use it as a preservative. Keeps everything cold and fresh, but only for a limited time. I'm always looking to replenish my supply, so if you ever come across 5 of them, I'd be more than happy to take them off your hands.
Do I have 5?
Thanks. I was actually worried I'd run out. Well, I'd be careful if I were you. I hear the Nords hunt them for some kind of initiation rite. Not all of them end up victorious.
True.
The last traveler that traded me some said he found them at a place called Ancient's Ascent. Careful, though. Rumor has it a dragon makes its home there. Be careful looking for those teeth.
Who are you?
My mind is on my experiments today. What did you need? It's exhilarating to observe the effects of my potions on the body. Watching the heart stop, the eyes go blind. We're made up of thousands of parts with thousands of different functions, all working in tandem to keep us alive. Yet if only a single part of our imperfect machine fails, life fails. It makes one realize how fragile, how flawed we are.
True.
You ask why I'm so fascinated? The irony that the same world that gave us life provides us the means to die. My family. All that wealth, and they squander it on foolish ventures and political schemes.
True.
I was meant for so much more than all of this. I wish to pledge my life and ply my talents in darker circles. If only my mother would let me, I would make her proud. I'm aspiring to earn that title, yes. However, the road ahead is paved with loose cobbles and deadly pitfalls. Master Elgrim says I'm a natural, that I have a unique talent, but I fear his approval masks his intolerance for my mistakes. My errant formulas have cost Master Elgrim a fortune in ingredients, some of which are almost irreplaceable. To restore Master Elgrim's supply, I would need 20 Deathbell, 20 Nightshade, and 20 Nirnroot.
20?
Am I sensing that you may be interested in gathering these rare ingredients for me?
Sure.
That means more time for my experiments and less time in the field. Much appreciated. Nirnroot is the easiest. It grows only by the water and makes a unique chiming noise. The only drawback is it won't regrow after harvesting.
Okay.
Nightshade is native to the pine forest and marshy tundra regions of Skyrim, and has a distinctive starburst-like violet flower. Last we have Deathbell, which only grows in marshy tundra terrain. Its inverted bluish-purple flower bunches are unmistakable.
Ooh, I'm hungry.
My experiments can't be completed until you've brought me those ingredients.
Okay, calm down.
If your allegiance lies with them, they mean to take our history and crush it all in the name of some damn treaty. The soil beneath our feet is steeped in the blood of our ancestors.
I don't
lost
care.
my own daughter to the... Lilia joined the Stormcloaks many years ago, when the first of the skirmishes broke out across Skyrim. I was so proud of her. She said it didn't matter. And that's
Sorry about your daughter, dude, but come on.
Till every single Imperial soldier.
Well, is there something I can do for you? If you'll excuse me, I have other things
You
to
look like
attend
you could use a drink. What do you say to some cheap mead?
If you've got the coin, crime is an all-time high in this city thanks to the Thieves Guild. Don't we have enough problems with the war going on? The Thieves Guild has been pushing hard to regain a foothold in this city. The city guard has been tearing Riften apart, looking for the source of our skooma problem. I'd hate if Maven Blackbriar keeps raising prices on meat. I'll have to resort to watering it down just to make ends meet.
Okay then.
Remember,
see us
keep
again.
this to yourself.
You're the one cast those illusions. Impressive.
Thank you. Well, I think this is a good stopping point.
Buy some armor and live to tell about it.
Buying and selling fine jewelry here.
Just for a little bit. I hope you have a wonderful day, ladies and gentlemen, and I will see you in the next video. Mwah.